We all are learner Vaishnava, Bita. Don't worry, try again and again. Radhe. Dandavat pranam to your sincere seva.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Pravina Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and please join us regularly and give us your association. And thank you so much for reciting so beautifully today, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. I welcome all of you to Bhakti Sabha Japa Conference mid-morning session on Sri Caitanya Bhagavat. Today's session will be given by His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji. And before moving on to today's session, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote. Prabhuji, with your permission, may I? Hare Krishna. 28th May. For offering prasadam, simply prayers to the spiritual master is sufficient. The process is that everything is offered to the spiritual master, and the spiritual master is supposed to offer the same foodstuff to the Lord. Therefore, simply by chanting the prayer to the spiritual master, everything will be complete. Letter to Harer Nama, May 28th, 1968. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. We are very grateful to have you on the call, Prabhuji, today to enlighten us on the topic of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, chapter 10, verses 249 to 250. Prabhuji, I hand over the call to you today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Darshini, for this opportunity. Let's get started with our auspicious invocation prayers. Shri Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamhyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are reading from Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, chapter 10, texts 249 and 250. Text 249. मुई सत्य करिया छो आपनार मुहे मोर भक्ति विना को न कर्मे किछु न है. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Shri Mukunda Datta, his very dear devotee, and all the assembled devotees. मुई सत्य करिया छो आपनार मुहे मोर भक्ति बिना कोन कर्मे किछु न है. I have established the fact. मुई सत्य करी. I have established this fact that no activity is fruitful. कोनो कर्मे किछु न है. No activity is fruitful mora bhakti vina, without devotional service to me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that no activity is successful, no activity in this world is fruitful without bhakti. Bhakti is all important. Mora bhakti vina kona karme kichu nahi. Without Krishna bhakti, everything is fruitless. Vifal. Hari Hari Vifale. Janama Gamain. मनुष्य जन्म पाइया राधा कृष्ण ना भजिया जानिया शुनिया विष खाइनु. हरि हरि विफले janama gamain. Our acharyas are praying. Shri Narottam Das Thakur is praying. Hari Hari Vifale Janama Gamainu. I have wasted my life. Vifal means fruitless, exactly as it is mentioned in this verse. No activity is fruitful. Means everything is fruitless without bhakti. Manusha Janma Paiya Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya Janiya Shunya Visha Khainu. If we have received the rare human form of life, and in this human life we do not worship Radha and Krishna, then we have knowingly consumed poison. Janiya Shunya Visha Khainu. Because bhakti is the only thing that can please Krishna. As Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada has written in Sri Padyavali, Bhaktya Tushyati Kevalam. Only bhakti can satisfy Krishna. Purport by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the revered spiritual master of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Without the service of Lord Krishna, a conditioned soul cannot achieve any benefit through the performance of conditional or constitutional duties. I have personally established this fact. Whatever duties we may perform, if we do not perform bhakti, which is devotional service to Lord Krishna, devotional service to somebody else is not bhakti. Service to one's family members is not bhakti. Service to one's nation is not bhakti. Service to one's profession is not bhakti. Service to one's community and neighborhood is not bhakti. Bhakti means it is done for the pleasure of Krishna. Without Krishna being in the center, it cannot be called bhakti. Matrubhakta, Pitrubhakta, Desha Bhakta, Samaj Bhakta, these are all misnomers. The word bhakti can only be used in relationship to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. It is perfectly correct to call Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, Matrubhakta Shiromani. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Matrubhakta Shiromani. That is correct because it is in relationship to Krishna and Krishna's eternal relationships in Vatsalyarati, Dasyarati, Sakhyarati, Madhuryarati. So these are eternal relationships. So there it is okay. But in this world, to say someone is Shiv Bhakt or Sai Baba Bhakta, that is wrong. The word Bhakti, Bhakti Devi, is only in relationship to Krishna. Clearly here it is said, Mora Bhakti Vina Kona Karme Kichu Nahi. It's Krishna's Bhakti. And this fact Krishna himself has established, that a conditioned soul, which is all of us, a Baddha Jiva, cannot achieve any benefit through the performance of conditional, means naimittic dharma, and constitutional duties. Constitutional duties may mean, depending on the adhikar of the sadhak, it may even mean one's material duties, duties ordained by one's varna and ashram. Those also could be constitutional duties. But unless there is bhakti, Krishna bhakti, it will be useless. For example, a Brahman. A Brahman may be constitutionally duty bound to chant the Gayatri Mantra. A Brahman may be constitutionally duty bound to perform yajna, puja, ityadi. But if Krishna bhakti element is not there, if that is missing, then it is useless. Notpade yati ratim shrama eva hi kevalam. If it does not awaken rati, love, attraction towards Vishwaksena, is the name of Krishna, then it is shrama eva hi kevalam. It is only labor. That activity, however laborious it may be, it is worth only the effort that you put in. There is no other worth to it. In other words, the purport continues, in other words, this principle is described in the Vedic literatures. So Krishna says, I have personally established this fact. How? By putting it down in the Vedic literature. So Shastra is very important. Shastra is Krishna's words. Krishna is Vedanta Krit. Kaivalya Upanishad states, Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyan, Yogad, Avaiti. Faithful sadhakas attain Krishna, Avaiti. They attain Krishna by meditating on his form with devotion. Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyan, Yoga. They perform Dhyan Yoga with Shraddha and with Bhakti. They meditate on Krishna. Shri Paramananda Puri Maharaj, among the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, practiced this limb of Bhakti. Just meditating on the Supreme Lord. The Vedanta Sutra 3.2.24 states, Api samradhane pratyakshanu manabhyam. According to the Shrutis and Smritis, the Lord becomes visible, pratyaksha, becomes visible to those who worship him with love. Samradhane. If he is worshipped with love, then he becomes visible. Bhaktya tvananya shakya aham evam vido Arjuna jnatum drashtum visible. Jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says that only by bhakti, ananya bhakti, and no other way can he be seen, can he be attained, can one enter into the mysteries of understanding him. Only by bhakti. In the Atharva Ved, in Gopal Tapani Upanishad, which is part of the Atharva Ved, 1.79 it is stated, Vijnana Ghanananda Ghana Satchid Anandaika Rase Bhakti Yoge Tishtati. Shri Govinda, who is Satchidananda, always exists in the mellows of devotional service. Bhakti Yoge Tishtati. Always exists in the mellows of devotional service. Bhakti Yoga Tishtati. In other words, he is attained only through devotional service. So in these verses, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is extolling the unique and unprecedented glories of bhakti. Bhakti means devotional service to Krishna. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj is giving several evidences from the revealed scriptures. In the Mundaka Upanishad 3.18, it is stated, Jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvas tutam pashyate nishkalam dhyayamanah. If a pure-hearted vishuddha sattvas, if a pure-hearted self-realized sadhak meditates through the knowledge of the scriptures, jnana prasadena, on the unchangeable Supreme Lord, nishkalam, nishkalam. If one meditates on the unchangeable Supreme Lord, then he can directly see him. Tam pashyate, can directly see him. How? If through the knowledge of the scriptures one meditates on Krishna. So one should not meditate on Krishna wearing a denim trouser and a dress shirt with a tie. No, this is mental speculation. Dhyan should be jnana prasadena dhyayamanah. The meditation should be based on the knowledge of the scriptures. If Krishna is described in the scriptures as Barha Pidam, Natavara Vapu, Karanayo Karnikaram, or if Krishna is described as Sucharuvakramandalam Sukarna Ratnakundalam Sucharchitanga Chandanam Namami Nandanandanam Karena Venuranjitam Gati Karindra Ganjitam Dukula Pita Shobhanam Namami Nandanandanam Tribhanga Deha Sundaram Nakhadyuti Sudhakaram Amulya Ratna Bhushanam Namami Nandanandanam. If this description is there, Venukwanantamaravinda Dalayataaksham Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. If this description of Krishna is there in the scriptures, then meditating on Krishna based on these descriptions in the Shastra is called dhyan. And this dhyan, if done vishuddha sattvas, if done while keeping oneself pure-hearted, tatparatvena nirmalam, rishikena rishikesha, sevanam bhakti ruchyate. If we try to maintain purity, which means we try to follow the four regulative principles, As Srila Prabhupada reminds us, every day before japa session, we are supposed to recite the 10 offenses. Why? Because this will keep us pure. When we criticize devotees, when we engage in karma kanda, when we disrespect the Vaishnavas, disrespect the Vedic scriptures, we become contaminated. When we disobey the orders of the spiritual master, Guru Ravagya, Shruti Shastra Nindanam, Arthavada, when we engage in all these things, we become contaminated. When we have illicit sex, when we intoxicate, we eat meat and we gamble, we become contaminated. So Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas, based on our Shastra, Guru Sadhu Shastra, have taught us how to keep ourselves pure. If we want to enter into the deeper understanding of the spiritual world and the Ashtakalya Leela of the spiritual world, then we must qualify ourselves by trying to live a lifestyle that is conducive to the cultivation of Krishna consciousness. We are living a lifestyle which is approved by Guru and Krishna. This is very important. Very important. Otherwise, we cannot enter. So here it is clearly mentioned in Shri Mundaka Upanishad that Jnana Prasadena Vishuddha Sattvastu Tam Pashyate Nishkalam Dhyanam Manaha. That we should do dhyan with a pure consciousness on Krishna based upon the descriptions of Krishna in the revealed scriptures. Then we will get success. So Srila Prabhupada gave a very scientific process of do's and don'ts. What we are supposed to do? We are supposed to chant Hare Krishna. We are supposed to read the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad, Sri Bhagavad Gita, Sri Brahma Samhita, Ishopanishad, Upadeshamrit, Nectar of Devotion. We are supposed to read these scriptures. We are supposed to serve the devotees. We are supposed to engage in archana, the worship of the deities. Everyone has a facility to worship the deities in ISKCON. Everyone. So we should worship the deities. We should engage in Harinam Sankirtan. And we should share this message with others who have not received this message yet. And that is called preaching. Through book distribution, through community outreach programs, through temple programs, through festivals. We should share our bliss with others. But first we should become blissful. First we should hear Harikatha that attracts our heart. First we should relish the sweetness of Krishna Kirtan. Then we can share. A blissful devotee is the best preacher. Devotee who is tasting the nectar of Krishna consciousness can give the review. Please try this. You are Udas, Maya Das, Udas. And you please take to Krishna consciousness. Krishna Bhakta Nishkam Ataiva Shanta. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma. You will become Prasanna Atma. So, in the Vedanta Sutra 3.2.26, this is also described in the following words. Prakashascha karmanya abhyasat. Prakashascha karmanya abhyasat. Devotional service is so potent that simply by engaging in the activities of devotional service, one becomes enlightened without a doubt. This is important. Prakashascha karmanya abhyasat. Prakashascha, one becomes enlightened by karmanya abhyasat, by just practicing the bhakti karma, the kriya of bhakti.
Is it for me only?
Yes, Mataji, for you
No,
only.
Mataji.
No, Mataji, we can't hear.
No,
Yeah,
we cannot
same
hear.
for everyone.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Yeah, even before
Prabhuji
she
has got frozen.
yeah, I was scared to unmute because nobody is saying anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll come back probably. He's not connected yet, so.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Yes, we lost the Wi-Fi, so I joined from the phone now. So simply by performing the activities of Krishna Bhakti, one becomes enlightened. One becomes enlightened. One devotee became enlightened simply by driving Srila Prabhupada to the airport, to the train station. He became enlightened just by doing the service for Srila Prabhupada. So just by engaging in the activities of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam, one becomes purified, enlightened. So this devotional service of driving a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, just driving him around, it will be counted as das. Can someone do mute all and make me the co-host, please? So I can also do that. Just change the settings so that no one can unmute. But make me co-host, otherwise I'll also get muted. Thank you. Okay, I'll do it now. Mute all. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, let's continue reading the purport. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14.4, it is stated, Shreya Sritim Bhakti Mudasyate Vibho Klishyanti Ye Kevala Bodha Labhyaye Tesham Kleshal Eva Shishyate Nanyad Yatha Sthula Tushavaghātina. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path. Shreya Sritim Bhaktim Udasyate Vibho. O Vibho, O my Lord, Bhakti, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. If someone gives up that path of bhakti and engages in the cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. Klishyanti. He will simply undergo troublesome. Klesha adhiktara slesham avyakta asakta chetasam. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says that there is adhik klesh if we are avyakta asakta, if we are attached to the avyakta murti, the impersonal form of the Lord. It will give klesh. Whereas bhakti, Krishna says, the path of bhakti yoga susukham kartum avyayam. It is happily performed. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get any grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. Sorry, I got a phone call. I hope you are still able to hear me. So if you beat an empty husk, you cannot get any grain. Similarly, if we perform jnana and other processes without bhakti, it will not produce self-realization. What we will get? Klesh. We will simply gain klesh, trouble. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.20, it is stated, न साधयति माम योगो न सांख्यम धर्म उद्धव न स्वाध्यायस्तपस्त्यागो यथा भक्तिर्ममोर्जिता. My dear Uddhav, Lord Krishna is saying, the unalloyed devotional service rendered to me, yatha bhaktir mamorjita, mam bhakti, yatha bhaktir mamorjita. Again, here it is said that bhakti means Krishna bhakti. Unalloyed devotional service rendered to me by my devotees brings me under their control. I cannot be thus controlled. Na sadhayati. I cannot be thus controlled by those engaged in yoga, mystic yoga, Sankhya philosophical speculation, or Sankhya philosophical analysis, dharma. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada translates that as pious work. Na swadhyayas. Not by Vedic study, swadhyaya, study of the scriptures. Na tapas, not by austerity. Na tyago, nor by giving up things, renunciation. It is not by renunciation, it is not by performing tapasya, it is not by performing swadhyaya, which is the study of the Shastra, not by dharma, performing pious activities, punya karma, prapanchik punya karma, not by Sankhya philosophy, and not by mystic yoga, Ashtanga yoga, by which we can get siddhis. Not by any of these processes, na sadhayati. One cannot control me. But yatha bhaktir mamorjita. But bhakti can control me. And the way bhakti controls me, pure bhakti controls me, none of these processes can ever control me. Further, bhaktir evainam nayati, bhaktir evainam darshayati, bhakti vashah purusho, bhaktir eva bhuyasi. Bhakti leads the jiva to Lord Krishna. Bhaktir evainam nayati. Bhakti will take us to Krishna and enables the soul to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhaktir evainam darshayati. By bhakti we will get Krishna darshan. When the gopis cried for Krishna, they got Krishna's darshan. When Sudama went with devotion to Dwaraka, he got Krishna's darshan. When Rukmini Devi prayed for Krishna, she got Krishna's darshan. Bhaktir evainam darshayati. Bhakti vashah purusho. Clearly it is said. Bhakti vashah purusho. The Lord is controlled by bhakti. Nirantaram vashikrita pratiti nandanandane kada karishyasi hamam. Kripa kataksha bhajana. Jai Shri Radhe. Srimati Radharani. Jai Shri Radhe means Srimati Radharani is victorious over Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe. Srimati Radharani is victorious over Krishna. Nirantaram Vashikrita. Pratiti Nandanandane. Nandanandan Krishna is under the Vasha, under the control of Srimati Radharani. Bhakti Vasha Purusho. Bhaktir Eva Bhuyashi. Bhuyasi. Bhakti is the best of all. Bhaktir eva bhuyasi. Bhakti is the best of all. So 4 things are stated here in this verse. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is quoting from the Mathara Shruti. This is Mathara Shruti, one of the Vedic verses. Bhaktir evainam nayati. Bhakti takes the jiva to Krishna. Bhaktir evainam darshayati. Bhakti gives the jiva the darshan of Krishna. Remember, bhakti means yatha bhaktir mamorjita. Krishna is speaking this verse. Bhakti means for Krishna, devotional service to Krishna. Bhakti vasha purusho, and Krishna is the Purush.
Yeah, I think Prabhuji lost the connection again. Prabhuji,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, Bhakti Vasha Purusho. Even though Krishna is the Purush, Purush means the controller, the enjoyer. But Krishna becomes dominated. Krishna becomes controlled. Krishna Hare Krishna. Sorry, I don't know why my internet is so unstable today. So please forgive me. Hare Krishna. So this is a spiritual paradox that the Supreme Controller, Supreme Personality Godhead becomes controlled, becomes subordinate. Yashoda Maya can bind Krishna. Radharani can bind Krishna. He becomes Radha Damodar. Bhaktir eva bhuyasi. And therefore we declare that the Vedas are declaring, the Shrutis are declaring that Bhakti is the best of all. Bhakti is the supreme. Bhakti eva bhuyasi. So very beautiful verse. In the Bhagavad Gita 8.22, it is stated, Purushaha sa parah partha bhaktya labhayas ananyaya. O son of Pritha, O Kuntinandan Arjun, Purushaha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, sa parah, who is the greatest of all. He is the parah, he is the greatest of all. Bhaktya labhyas, he is attainable by unalloyed bhakti. Bhaktya labhyasta ananyaya. Ananya bhakti will bring us to Krishna. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham evam vido Arjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Kuntinandan Arjun, Parantapa Arjun, only by bhakti can I be attained. And this bhakti should be ananya bhakti. It cannot be bhakti mixed with demigod worship. It cannot be bhakti mixed with karma kand. It cannot be bhakti mixed with jnana kand. It should be anya abhilashita shunya and jnana karma adi anavratam, not covered by anything else. Pure bhakti. Only anukulyana Krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. Only for the pleasure of Krishna, only towards Krishna. That is bhakti, and that will control Krishna. That will control Krishna. Ahaitukya pratihata will suprasidati, will actually give complete satisfaction to us, because yasmin tushte jagat tushtam, because Krishna is completely satisfied with bhakti. Therefore, yena atma suprasidati, we will also be completely satisfied because Krishna is satisfied. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yatho bhaktir adhokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. In the Bhagavad Gita 11.53 and 11.54, it is stated, Naham vedair tapasa na danena na chejjaya shakya evam vidho drashtum दृष्टवानसि मां यथा भक्त्या तनन्यया शक्या अहम् एवं विधोऽर्जुन ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप. So this is from the 11th chapter. Very, very ecstatic verses. Naham vedairna tapasa. This beautiful two-handed form, which is very dear to you, O Arjun, that you are seeing now, this darshan that you are seeing, cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas. Naham Veda cannot be understood by undergoing serious tapasya. Na tapasa, na danena, nor by charity, na chejjaya, nor by ijja, nor by worship, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. Shakya evam vidho drashtum drishtavanasi mam yatha. The way you are seeing me, it is not possible to see me by Vedic study. Na aham vedair, na tapasa, na danena, na chejjaja. Not by all these processes can you see me like you are seeing with Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. My dear Arjun, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am. Bhaktya shakya. Aham evam vidho Arjuna. Aham evam vidho. Vidho means to understand. I can be understood only by ananya bhakti. Bhaktya tvanannaya shakya. It's possible, shakya. Only by ananya bhakti. Hare Krishna. Only by ananya bhakti. Bhaktya tvanannaya shakya. Aham evam vidho Arjuna. ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम च तत्वेन praveshtum cha parantapa. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries. Praveshtum. You can enter. You can have pravesh into the mysteries of my understanding. Jnatum drashtum cha tatvena. Then you can see, you can understand. Jnatum. Tatvata. Jnatum drashtum cha tatvena. As it is. In truth, you will understand. And you will enter into the mysteries. Praveshtum cha parantapa. Oh, parantapa. You can conquer all enemies. You can be parantapa. But I cannot be conquered. I am Ajit. I can only be conquered by bhakti. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.21, it is stated, Nayam sukhapo bhagavan dehinam gopika sutah jnaninam chatma bhutatam yatha bhakti matam iha. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Krishna, the son of Shri Gopika Yashoda, Gopika Sutah, and he is accessible to devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service. Yatha bhakti matam iha. But he is not as easily accessible to the jnani, mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities and penances, or to those who consider the body, the self, the same as the self. Chatma bhutanam. Such people cannot attain me, cannot understand me. But only those who are engaged in spontaneous bhakti, yatha bhakti matam iha, they can understand me as Yashomati Nandan. They can understand me. Gopika Sutta. In his commentary on the Vedanta Sutra 3.3.54, Sri Madhvacharya has quoted the following verse. Bhaktistha paramo Vishnus tathaivainam vashenayet tathaiva darshanam yataha pradadyan eya snehanubandho yastasmin bahumana pura sarah bhaktirit uchyate saiva karanam param ishituhu. Lord Vishnu dwells in devotional service. Bhaktistha paramo Vishnu. Supreme Lord Vishnu is Bhaktistha. He is situated, sthit in bhakti. The Supreme Lord Vishnu is controlled only by devotional service. Tathaivainam vashenayet. He can only be controlled by bhakti. Only through devotional service does he give his darshan. Tathaiva darshanam yataha. Only by bhakti one can get darshan of Krishna. And only by devotional service does he award liberation to the living entities. Pradadyan, he gives. Muktim etaya. He gives mukti also only by bhakti. Ridavak vapurbhir vidadhan namaste jivetayo mukti pade sadaya bhak. Mukti pradata sarvesham vishnor eva na samshaya. Only by devotional service does Krishna award liberation to the living entities. Intense affection for Lord Vishnu is called devotional service. Snehanubandho yastasmin. Intense affection for Lord Vishnu is called devotional service. This devotional service is the supreme method for achieving the darshan of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Bahumana pura sarah bhaktirit uchyate saiva karanam param ishitu. Param ishitu, the Supreme Ishwar, Lord Vishnu, can be achieved only through bhakti. In Sri Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 20, text 136 and 139, it is stated, two different verses are being quoted. 136, one line, 139, one line. Bhakti Krishna Vashahaya Bhakti Tare Bhaji Ataiva Bhakti Krishna Praptera Upaya. Krishna can be fully satisfied only by devotional service. Bhakti Krishna Vashahaya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is clearly teaching us. Bhakti Krishna Vashahaya. Krishna is controlled only by devotional service. Bhakti Tare Bhaji. He is worshipped only by devotional service. If we don't have bhakti, we cannot bhaja. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. We cannot do Bhaja Govindam if we don't have bhakti. Therefore, bhajatam priti purvakam. Priti has to be there. Otherwise, it is not bhajan. Ataiva bhakti Krishna praptera upaya. The conclusion is that, therefore, devotional service is the only means for approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead or for obtaining the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna praptera upaya. Krishna praptera upaya. The way, the method for Krishna prapti is bhakti. Ataiva bhakti Krishna praptera upaya. Very beautiful, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Sri Padma Puran, Uttar Khanda, chapter 50, it is stated, न धनेन समृद्धेन न वै विपुलयादा एकेन भक्ति योगेन समीपे दृश्यते क्षणात् तोयं बद्ध्वा तु वस्त्रेण कृत कार्यं कथं भवेत् प्राप्य देह विना भक्तिं क्रियते स वृथा श्रमः बाहुभ्यां सागरं तरतुं यद्वन्मुखोऽभिवाञ्छति संसार सागरं तद्वद् विष्णु भक्तिं विना नरः. Lord Vishnu does not give darshan to those who have vast wealth. Shri Padma Puran is teaching us, na dhanena samriddhena. It is not by money, not by wealth and opulence that Krishna will give darshan. He does not give his darshan to those who were born in aristocratic family. Navai vipulaya dhiya samriddhena. No, one cannot get darshan of Krishna by being born in a very well-to-do, luxurious family. He does not give his darshan to those who have vast knowledge. Navai vipulaya dhiya. But he gives his darshan in a moment. But he gives his darshan in a moment to those who are engaged in devotional service. Just as a person is unable to bind water with cloth, toyam badhva tu vastra, with vastra you cannot hold toyam. We can hold chapati in a begging chadar, not toyam, not water. It will just percolate through. Just as a person is unable to bind water with cloth, if after attaining the human form of life, the living entity does not engage in devotional service, he is unable to attain liberation and his labors go in vain. Kriyate sa vrithashramaha. Vrithashramaha. His labor, everything goes in vain. As a foolish person tries to cross the ocean by swimming, bahubhyam sagaram tartum. A foolish person will say, I will swim across the vast Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. Bahubhyam, by my freestyle. I will swim and I will cross. As a foolish person tries to cross the ocean by swimming. Only a foolish person tries to cross the ocean of material existence. Samsara sagaram tadvat. Vishnu bhaktim vina naraha. Only a foolish nara, only a foolish human being will try that I will cross samsara sagar without engaging in devotional service to Lord Vishnu. Vishnu bhaktim vina. Vishnu bhaktim vina. I will cross samsara sagar without practicing bhakti yoga. If someone says this, he's a fool. As foolish as someone who stands on the bank of the ocean and says, I will cross the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of water all alone on my own strength by swimming. It's foolish. Nobody has done it. Nobody will be able to do it. Those who have gone from Cuba to Key West, there is big news. Only one or two people have been able to do it in the history of mankind. And that also they stop. That also they have so much help. They have someone to feed them. They have someone to watch over them, monitor the weather and everything. No one can do that. Text 250. Bhakti namani lehaya mora marma dukha mora dukhe ghuche tara darashana sukha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, if one does not accept devotional service, I feel aggrieved at heart. Bhakti na manile hai, mora marma dukha. Krishna is a person who has feelings. Srila Prabhupada wrote in his Vyas Puja offering to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada that Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast moved. Absolute is sentient. Krishna is a sentient being. Krishna has feelings. Srimad Bhagavatam describes when Hiranyaksha insulted Lord Varahadev, calling him an amphibious beast. Lord Varahadev was hurt. So Krishna also has feelings. Krishna can also experience bliss. And Krishna can experience more bliss, and more bliss, and more bliss. But if someone does not accept bhakti, it gives aggrievement, it gives grief to Krishna's heart. Bhakti na manile hai mora marma dukha. Mora dukhe ghuche tara darashana sukha. And if Krishna is displeased, if Krishna is hurt, if Krishna is pained, the result is that the person ghuche tara darashana sukha. He will not have access to the happiness, the bliss experienced when we get Krishna darshan. So such people will be deprived of the bliss of beholding the form of Krishna. Who? Bhakti na manile. Those who do not accept bhakti. If one does not accept devotional service, bhakti, I feel aggrieved at heart, and as a result, he is obstructed from seeing me. Purport. I feel greatly aggrieved to see the speculative process of those who have no knowledge about the relationship between the servant and the object of service, described in the Mundaka Upanishad. We are the servants, dasosmi, and Krishna is the object of our service. He is the Vishaya Vigraha. One who does not have knowledge of this relationship of a servant and the master, the Jiva and the Krishna, and between Krishna and Jiva, they speculate and give great pain to Krishna. That which brings dissatisfaction and unhappiness to me is not devotional service. Very clear. That which displeases me, that which causes unhappiness to me, is not devotional service. King Kansa was always thinking of Krishna. Bhaktischan Navalakshana. One of the 9 symptoms of bhakti is smaranam. Who can deny that King Kamsa was engaging in Krishna smarana? No one can deny. It's a fact that Kamsa was always thinking of Krishna, his nephew, who was supposed to be coming to Mathura to kill him. So it was always an anxiety, always thinking of Krishna, King Kamsa. But that is not considered bhakti because he was not favorable towards Krishna, and Krishna did not see him as someone who is engaged in giving pleasure to me. In fact, Kansa was engaged in giving pain to Krishna by troubling his parents, Vasudeva and Devaki, putting them in prison. Imagine how a child will feel if the parents are put in jail for no fault of theirs, for years. And they are given the highest suffering by killing their 6 children. Kamsa actually did this to Krishna's parents. So Kamsa was giving pain to Krishna. Shishupal was blaspheming Krishna. He was also giving pain to Krishna. So they are not counted as devotees. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj writes, that which brings dissatisfaction and unhappiness to me is not devotional service. Failing to achieve my darshan, the non-devotees cannot see my personal form. They are perpetually bereft of my darshan because they maintain impersonal conceptions. Non-devotees cannot go to Vaikuntha. Due to foolishness, they follow mundane conceptions, and without understanding the need for having darshan of the seer and the object of sight, they accept the philosophy of monism as the goal of life. Therefore, they simply become perpetually bereft of the happiness of serving the form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. Instead of engaging in the happiness of serving Satchidananda Krishna, they are engaged in philosophical speculation that liberation is the goal of life, everything is one. Monism means everything is one. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. Let's just merge and then everything is finished. So they engage in this type of impersonal conception, or they engage in activities against Krishna consciousness for mundane sense gratification, like eating in restaurants, eating meat, intoxicating, gambling, having illicit sex. They engage in all these things because they are on the path of materialistic sense gratification. As long as their health permits, they will gratify their senses and then they will die in frustration. Some realize the frustration of this material world and they just want liberation. And they think after liberation, I will become Brahman, Param Brahman, I will become God. Then I don't have to do bhakti. I don't need bhakti. But we can clearly see how important bhakti is. All our acharyas have extolled the glory of bhakti. They have lived their life as great bhaktas, very loyal to the process of bhakti. And we see the end result. Their life is so successful. So successful. So we should give up the process of sense gratification, give up the process of mental speculation, give up the process of becoming famous by achievement of siddhis, materialistic siddhis, and we should simply engage in the happiness of serving Satchidananda Vigraha, Krishna. He's Ananda Vigraha. We should engage in serving Krishna, the bliss of serving Krishna and Krishna's devotees. That is the purpose of life. Those who are non-devotees, they remain bereft of Krishna darshan and therefore they have no higher taste. They become either bhukti kami, mukti kami, siddhi kami. But a Krishna bhakta is very fortunate. He engages in the bliss of Krishna consciousness. Anandambudhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam. So this is the message of today's reading. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has given very elaborate, philosophical, evidence-based purports, and we should spend the time to read them slowly, read them carefully, and try to understand every sentence that our acharyas have written. Siddhanta balya chitte na kar alas. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed us that we should not be lazy to hear the philosophy. It should not be that, oh, we just want nice music, nice kirtan, nice storytelling. Philosophy boring. No. Philosophy has to be heard, philosophy has to be understood, and philosophy has to be applied. Without philosophy, it is just sentimentalism. Therefore, it is very important, no matter how sleepy we feel, no matter how bored we feel, but when our acharyas have painstakingly, Srila Prabhupada, giving up his sleep and sitting all night, 4 or 5 hours, when everybody is sleeping and snoring, he's writing these purports. Same with Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Both the Prabhupads. They have literally burned the midnight lamp and given us these purports. Purports are philosophy. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants us to understand the philosophy. Siddhanta baliya chitte na karah alas. Who doesn't like stories? Who doesn't like music? Who doesn't like to dance? But to hear the story in the right consciousness, to do kirtan and sankirtan in the right consciousness, to do nam japa in the right consciousness, to do seva in the right consciousness, to interact with devotees in a devotee society in the right consciousness, we need to hear the philosophy. We need to understand the philosophy. We need to assimilate the philosophy. We need to digest the philosophy. And we need to implement and practice these philosophical principles. So easy to say, give up bhakti, give up mukti, give up siddhi, and do bhakti. We cannot even practice it for one day. We cannot practice it for one day. Give up bhakti, give up sense gratification. Can we live like Srila Raghunath Das Goswami for one day? We may survive one day by drinking a little cup of buttermilk. Or we may say, I did Nirjala. Even better. Yeah, one day we may do it. But can we do bhajan like Srila Raghunath Das Goswami? Can we chant 64 rounds crying every name of the 16 name Mahamantra of all those 64 rounds? Can we cry with every Mahamantra like Srila Raghunath Das Goswami? Can we offer 2000 obeisances to the Vaishnavas? Can we even think of 2000 Vaishnavas? Can we offer 1000 obeisances to Radha and Krishna? It's impossible. So philosophy that Srila Raghunath Das Goswami has written through Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Philosophy that Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami wrote on the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Prema, Krishna Bhakti, Seva Pravartan, Lupta Tirtha Uddhara Ara Vairagya Shikshan. The books that they wrote, Laghu Bhagavatamrit, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Upadeshamrit, and other scriptures. Scriptures written by Srila Sanatana Goswami, Brihad Vaishnav Toshani, Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatamrit, Shri Krishna Lilastava. We should read and understand these scriptures, the purports. Never be lazy in hearing philosophy. Otherwise, we will not have the right consciousness to hear the Leela. We will not have the right consciousness to deal with devotees, to effectively interact with them. We will not have the right consciousness to perform Nam Bhajan, Kirtan, Katha. So understanding philosophy is very, very important. Today we heard how we have to actually give up bhakti, mukti, siddhi and engage in bhakti. And bhakti means that what will please Krishna, not that which will give pain to Krishna. Something that will please Krishna. And now we have to see in our life how we can implement it. When we think of devotees, when we deal with devotees, when we engage in different sevas, how we can be non-envious, how we can appreciate the good that the devotees are doing, and how we can develop complete distaste for finding faults in devotees. Recently, I was in the Sadhu Sangha, and different types of devotees Kirtankars or Kirtaniyas led Kirtan. And some devotees expressed to me that they did not like or they could not appreciate the Kirtans of certain devotees. They thought it was very different. Not the traditional Kirtan that Srila Prabhupada taught us, where you take kartal, mridanga, maybe harmonium, and you just sing Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is our traditional way to do Harinam Sankirtan, which is the most powerful process. Tar Madhya Sarva Shresh Nama Sankirtan. But Nir Aparadhe Nama Laile Pabe Prema Dhan. This Harinam Sankirtan will lead to Krishna Prem, which is the ultimate goal of life, if it is done Nir Aparadhe. So we do Kirtan like Srila Prabhupada has taught us, but then we criticize devotees who we feel are not following that standard. Then we are committing aparad, Vaishnava Ninda, criticizing the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Because these devotees may be youngsters who are doing atypical Kirtan, not typical Kirtan, atypical Kirtan. But if you examine the lives of these devotees, they have been doing this for many years. They have been born to devotee parents, and from childhood they are leading Kirtans. Yes, it may be different, but some devotees are attracted to that. As long as the Kirtan is not deviating from the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, they are not chanting the names of demigods, or they are not doing something vulgar, or they are not breaking the regulative principles. If they are devotees, they are wearing tulsi mala around their neck and they are chanting Hare Krishna. Their Kirtan may be little jhang-pang, little this, that, modern type of Kirtan. Is it my type of Kirtan? No. I personally prefer traditional Kirtan. But will I criticize them? No. Because there are some youth, there are some devotees who are attracted by that type of Kirtan. There are so many modern musical instruments and jing, 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 jing. And they are chanting the names of Krishna. There is no point in criticizing them. There is no point in losing respect for them. If we cannot relate to that Kirtan, we don't have to attend. We can go and chant our japa or read Srimad Bhagavatam in our room at that time. We don't have to. Some people will be, some newcomers, some youth will be attracted to the type of concert type Kirtan, where on the stage there is music and they're dancing and they're singing a little differently, speaking in English in between also. Okay. But they're chanting Hare Krishna. They are also preaching Krishna consciousness, Krishna bhakti, in a very nice way. They are also singing Vaishnava bhajans. They are connecting people to Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also. And they are making people chant the names of Radha, Govinda, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is very glorious. And some people will be attracted by that. So let them do it. We don't have to participate if we cannot relate to it. But we should not criticize, and we should not think that they are fallen. We should not think that they are deviants who need to be corrected. That's not our position. So these are important points. Nirapradhe nama lele pabe premadan. And this we can all understand when we are well grounded in philosophy. Because well grounded in philosophy means we understand all these things. That Eka Krishna Nama Kare Sarva Papakshay. Krishna Nama is so powerful. Satam Ninda. We should not do criticism of devotees who are propagating the holy name of the Lord. Yeah, they may be wearing very different types of clothes and may not be the traditional clothes of a simple sadhu. But they are engaging so many people in chanting Hare Krishna. Why should we criticize? Our spiritual advancement is indicated by our tendency to appreciate the good that others are doing. Oh, you are engaging so many newcomers, youth, in this mantra meditation. It's very nice. Otherwise, they would go for some rock concert. But you are doing this concert type kirtan, at least they're coming, and dozens of times they chanted the names of Radharani, the names of Lord Govinda, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You are doing a very nice service. Thank you. I cannot do what you are doing. Hare Krishna, my obeisances to you. More power to you. Param Vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtana. And we should attend the kirtans that we feel inspired by. But we should see the good in them. They are doing very nice. They are catering to a certain audience. Very nice. And we should have a distaste to find faults in them. But they are dancing like this. What is the need? This is not the dance Swami step that Srila Prabhupada taught us. We can find 100 ways to find faults. There were devotees, there were people who could find faults with even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You see? If you read Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there were Navadvipvasis who were always critical of Mahaprabhu. One Brahmana even cursed Mahaprabhu. There were people like the Dhobi in Ayodhya who could see faults even in Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. There were people like Shishupal and Kamsa and Jarasan and Rukmi who practically saw no good in Kamva Dayalu Sharanam Brajema Krishna. They saw no good in Krishna. They criticized Krishna. There were critics of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. There were critics of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. There were critics of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. They were saying Srila Narottam Das Thakur should not wear the Brahmin thread. And there were critics of Srila Prabhupada also. Yeah, if you want to find faults, even Maryada Purushottam Ramchandra will see faults. Why he's hiding and killing Vali. Hare Krishna. And we can go on criticizing. But that's not the way to please Krishna. And that's not the way to attain Krishna. And that's not the way to practice bhakti. Because bhakti should please Krishna. So let us take this message from today's reading of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, that we will try to actively see the good in other devotees. We will associate with devotees who are Sajatiya, Snigdha Ashay, and Swatovare. Devotees who are Sajatiya, they are like-minded. If we are Manjari Bhav Upasak, if we want to attain the highest goal as Sri Radha Dasyam, then we associate with such devotees. If we are pursuing the Sakha Rati, we associate with like-minded devotees. If someone is interested in Vatsalya Rati, we pursue that goal with like-minded devotees, Sajatiya. Snigdha Ashay. We should associate with devotees who have affection for us. And Swatovare, devotees who are more advanced than us. This is Sadhu Sangha. But we will not criticize others. We will not criticize others. We will see the good in them. Everybody has some good. We will see the good in them. If they are not Sajatiya, they are not Snigdha Ashay, and they are not Swatovare, we may not associate with them. We may not serve them. No problem. But we will respect them from a distance. We'll smile. We'll offer obeisances. Hare Krishna. But we will not criticize them. So two things. We will see the good and appreciate the good in others. And we will not see faults in them. We will not speak about those faults. We will not criticize others. Then our bhakti kriya, the activities that we do in bhakti, will be pleasing to Krishna. And if Krishna is pleased, then it qualifies as bhakti, otherwise not. Samsiddhe haritoshana. So let this be the message. I will stop here. Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashay ki jai. Both our beloved Prabhupads, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, thank you so much for the very wonderful class. Prabhuji, do you have time for questions?
Are you able to see Prabhu?
Yeah, he's not there. He lost the connection again. At the end,
Mm-hmm.
he lost it again.
Mataji, I can just...
Mm-hmm.
It's the video is just completely stuck. I can't hear any audio from Prabhuji.
Okay. Let's wait for a couple of minutes for him to get back. And then you can take over questions.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I had lost internet. So, is there a question or no?
Yes, Prabhuji, Divya Mataji has raised her hand. Do you have time?
Okay, we'll just take one question, Mataji. My internet is very unstable today. So you can ask Divya Mataji to unmute. Yes, Divya Mataji, go ahead.
Yes,
Please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
You talk about the labor, that useless labor, sort of. And
What?
I sometimes labor like...
useless labor, okay.
Useless, yes. In the beginning of the class, he spoke about useless labor. And when I just reflect on my personal life about, sometimes I get a breakdown thinking how much hard I have to work. And I just wonder, and I feel like, what is the point of all this? So I just wonder, how do I see this as an occupational duty, as a constitutional duty, and how do I put Krishna at center of this?
Krishna is bhavagrahi janardana. He accepts our bhav. So if your bhav is that I am doing this pavarga, you are doing pavarga. Pa means parishram. You are working hard for your family members. That is your hard work. If you see your husband and children as parts of Krishna, as devotees of Krishna, as servants of Krishna, some of them may realize it, some of them may not realize it. Sometimes they may realize it. Most of the time they may not realize it. But that's the family that you have got based on your karma. So if you see your family members as Mamayamsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, as parts and parcels of Krishna, as it is said, Ishvara Ansha Jiva Avinashi, Chetana Amala Sahaja Sukharashi. I know you like to read Ramcharitmanas, that's why I'm quoting from Sri Goswami Tulsidasa's Ramcharitmanas, that the Jiva is Ishwar Ansha Jiva Avinashi, Chetana Amala Sahaja Sukharashi. So if you consider your family members as Ishwar Ansha, Lord Krishna also says that in Bhagavad Gita. If you see your family members as Ishwar Ansha, and then you do parishram for them, you work hard for them, then it is not Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. And you practically try to give them Krishna. You're cooking every day for the family. They may or may not be chanting Hare Krishna, but when you cook for them, if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra continuously in the kitchen, or you are hearing Hari Katha and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra softly, you cook and you offer it with love to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Gaur Nitai, Shri Sitaram, Lakshman Hanumanji, Radha Krishna. You offer them with love, and then you feed your family members. All your parishram of going to Kroger and Trader Joe's and buying all the grocery and chopping it and cooking it in the kitchen and cleaning the kitchen afterwards, it is Radha's rasoi. It is Radharani's kitchen. And you are working in Radharani's kitchen. So all your parishram becomes bhakti. Because you're cooking it for Krishna and you're distributing Krishna Prasad. 3 things have to be distributed. It's called Dan. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says Dan should never be stopped. There should be Shastra Dan. We should distribute transcendental literature. Nam Dan. We should spread the holy name of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And we should spread the Prasad of Krishna. Krishna Prasad Vitaran. Grantha Vitaran, Nam Vitaran, and Prasad Vitaran. So you just call your family members, Hari Bol, come for lunch. You just give them the Hari Nam. You give them Krishna Prasad. And you can take your children and just 5-10 minutes read, or you bring them like you do for the Friday Bhagavad Gita class. That way you are giving them the Shastra Dan. So in this way, you serve them in a Krishna conscious way. Always thinking that this is the family that Krishna has kindly given me to serve. This is Krishna's family. And I am the servant of Radha and Krishna. I am serving them. Then all your parishram becomes bhakti. It's all about your consciousness, your bhav. Because bhava grahi Janardhan. Krishna will accept your bhav. So make this bhav that my family members are Krishna's devotees. They are Krishna's servants. And I am also Krishna's servant. And as a wife, I will take care of them and I will give them Krishna. I will do them the highest good by giving them Krishna Nam, Krishna Prasad, and Krishna Jnana, knowledge about Krishna through the Shastra. You can read Krishna book, Shreya and Sal. Let them hear little Krishna book. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and bring them for Saturday satsangs. That way you're giving them the best. And all your parishram of driving and maintaining the household and cooking and cleaning and washing their clothes and doing laundry, everything, all that parishram becomes bhakti. Okay? Divya Mataji, is that helpful to you?
Prabhuji, yes, that is helpful, but I'm talking about this is the chores that is outside of this household chores. Addressing, you know the situation that I'm referring to.
Okay, yeah. No, that you do as a mother, it is your duty. How much ever reasonably is possible, we have to preserve our bodies. So to a reasonable extent, you do it. But then we are always sensitive to Krishna's desire also. We have our plan and Krishna has his plan. And Krishna's plans will manifest. And we should bow down before Krishna's plans. Where were the disciples of Jesus Christ ready for Jesus Christ to pass away from this world? Were the 12 apostles ready? No, Jesus Christ was young. I think he was only 38 years old, if I remember correctly. He was young. And they would love to continue to be in the association of Jesus Christ. But Krishna had different plans. And he took Jesus Christ away from them. Would the disciples of ISKCON have preferred that Srila Prabhupada stay at least until all the 12 cantos were translated and commented upon? Yes, absolutely. Everyone wanted Srila Prabhupada to be around. Could Krishna have kept Prabhupada? Yes. So many people live beyond the age of 82. Krishna, no problem for Krishna to give Prabhupada 2-3 years more. But Krishna had other plans. He wanted to show the glory of Srila Prabhupada. That in 11 short years, he can train disciples like His Holiness Hridayananda Swami Maharaj, who is PhD in Sanskrit from Harvard University. He can train devotees like Shri Gopi Pranadhan Prabhu, who is a scholar of not only Panini Vyakaran, but also Srila Jiva Goswami's Harinamamrit Vyakaran. And we have great scholars like His Grace Dravida Prabhu. They will do it. And 11th canto is most difficult, very philosophical, and even the 10th canto. And Krishna's arrangement was to prove the glories of Srila Prabhupada. He gave the 2 most difficult cantos to the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and all of them are Western-bodied. None of them is born in India. American people, this is the glory of Prabhupada. Because Krishna took Prabhupada away, now we can see the glory of Prabhupada. 11, who can do this? In 11 short years, you go to America where Hridayanand Maharaj, Dravida Prabhu and Gopi Pranadhan Prabhu had never heard the name of Krishna. Prabhupada walks into their life, makes them devotees, makes them sannyasis and sadgrahastas, teaches them the complicated Sanskrit language. It's not just knowing Sanskrit language. To translate a book like Srimad Bhagavatam, to read the commentaries of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami, very difficult. Vyasdev Sanskrit and the Acharya Sanskrit, and to it's not just a translation. That this is exit, and you write what exit means in Spanish. Ting, just some sign. The translation of a Shastra is not like that. You have to understand the Shastra Marma. You have to understand what the Acharya is saying, what Srila Vyasdev is saying, and present it in the parampara mood properly. And yet the English has to be very nice and high class. And how they did it, it's amazing. It's the glory of Srila Prabhupada that we can see. Because he left, because Krishna took him. So we have our plans and Krishna has his plans. But we have to bow down before Krishna's desire. So you continue reasonably, how much ever is possible, but then Krishna will reveal to you that now it is futile endeavor, and the endeavor is making things worse. Then you stop. As a mother, that is your duty. And you bow down to Krishna's will. But before that time comes, you do your duty of giving Krishna to your family through Krishna Prasad, through Krishna Nam, and through Krishna Katha. These 3 things you give as a mother. Okay, Mataji? Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So we'll stop here. It is quite late now. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the very wonderful class. We are very grateful to you for presiding over the call and enlightening us on the topic of Sri Caitanya Bhagavat. We look forward to your association again and again. Prabhuji, with your permission, we'll close the call.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining in. Please accept my humble obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Sadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Thank you